guys, welcome back to my channel. Now it's the weekend, it's the last weekend of February. Happy Black History Day. I know I haven't said that, but I'm sorry. Been away getting my life together. I just came back from vacation, which I'm gonna have my vlogs up to you as soon as possible, but that's besides the point. I'm here to talk about what happened on February 25th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's backtrack it. So, as you can tell by the title of the video, you know what it's about. I love my Nicki and I love my Remy. I'm from the Bronx, but I'm from New York. So I hate being put in these positions. You just don't understand how it kills me inside. And my two homegirls decided to go head to head. Now, Nicki came out with a track with Gucci and somebody else, I'll leave the link or whatever up there. And allegedly, let's put that out there, it was about Remy Ma. I heard it, I'm like, ugh. When I first heard it, I'm gonna have my tweet there too. When I first heard it, I was like, I don't know if this is where, if she wants to start coming at Remy with these bars, because they weren't strong enough. And I know Onika could come heavy, so I was really confused. But if she wants to start off light, go ahead. I'm not mad at you. You want to save your best for last. But Remy got a wind of this, and being a Bronx native myself, we do act before we hear anything, and I get it. Like, you want to hit subliminals, let's do subliminals. She didn't do that. She called her out for government and on the track called Sheetha, and Lord, it was amazing. I don't know. It was so bad, and this puts me such in a bad position because people on my Twitter tell me I gotta choose. I don't want to choose. This is not for the crown. At the end of the day, these both women are showing off their talent. One came for another, and they just going back at each other. Right now, 24 hours has passed, and what I'm familiar with in rap rules, you have a good 48 hours to respond. If you haven't responded in 48 hours, you're giving your opponent to come back and close the whole situation. Rumor has it that Remy is already working on her next one. Something, I'll have it somewhere up here, and I'm scared, you know? I don't like what this is doing. I'm too old to be following beats anymore. This is a lot for me, so I need everybody to just take a seat. Let's talk it out. What happened? Because I really feel like what happened was not warranted. All the stuff that happened. I love hip-hop. Even though I'm not like an advocate, like I don't listen to it all the time, honestly, where hip-hop has gone is, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I do love the upcoming artists like Chance the Rapper, and I love J. Cole. I'm not a fan of his music, but I do love what he talks about, and the same thing goes for Kendrick. Like, I really do enjoy it. But what's going on? I hate that we have to do this. I hate New York versus New York. New York City is very small, so pitting borough against borough is not the wise thing. Like, me and my friends back in the day had a beef because they were from Queens and we were from the Bronx, and they said Nicki was better than Remy, and then we all lost. This is back in 07 when Conceited came out. Like, we wasn't with the shits, but we reconciled, and I don't want to open a wound that don't need to be open. So yeah, I honestly feel this battle was too much. But Remy, them bars, man, like, you was not playing. I'm like, oh, why you gotta do that for? What really upset me about the whole situation was Meek's part of it. I understand whatever, Remy got her information, she could do with it as she pleased. That's okay. But Meek, you were in a relationship with Nicki Minaj for 2.5 said years or whatever. She sheltered you. She was with you on house arrest, took care of you and everything. Whatever goes on in your relationship that is private, that it should remain private. At the end of the day, allegedly Nicki Minaj, her butt implant exploded and they couldn't have sex for 3 months, and I guess it bothered me because she didn't give him no top within 3 months, whatever. I don't care. Like, you don't see, I'm glad she didn't give you no, like, no box, no head, no nothing. You don't deserve it. You hear running your mouth to the next chick talking about, yo, her ass and photo. That's something personal that happened within your relationship. We all know Remy's body is not, I'm not Remy. Nicki's body is not hers. That is fine. She doesn't hide it. She calls herself a Barbie. She knows she plastic. That is nothing. But her implant exploding in her body, that's a life and death situation. And for you to use that information to give it to another person to be a punchline or wherever, it was none of Remy's business. I'm not mad Remy got the information. I'm mad at the person who delivered it. You a sucker. You a clown for that. And I don't respect you at all for that. Like, you was pumping her like, oh, you and Nicki, y'all had songs together, you and Nick, and now all of a sudden she ain't taking care of you anymore, and you have a problem with it. I feel like you a clown. You get out my face. Like, you wild for that. My man Ebro, I don't understand. You are a clown too. Like, I can't. Okay, at first Remy, I'll have the lyrics here somewhere when I edit this. She said that Nicki had sex with Ebro. Cool, whatever. Ebro wanna come on Twitter to listen. Twitter, 24 hours the situation happened, talking about, oh, Remy lying, that's crazy, she a liar. But then Papoose had to hit you with the, my man, we just spoke to you. And that's what's crazy. If we just had a phone conversation and now you want to lie, I don't respect your grind. I don't respect anything you do. Like, I wish they would have put that phone up saying, yo, we just spoke to you, and you said you glad you put it out there. So, and you calling people nerds, you a clown for that. Get out my face. Moving on. Now, Trey Songz was truly an innocent bystander in this situation. I would like to say, I would like to formally apologize to Trey, even though it's not my fault. Trey Songz was minding his business in VA somewhere in the backwoods of Petersburg with the Wodays and whatever, and his name was dropped in the song. Nicki got upset because instead of Trey defending her and saying it didn't happen, he was just like answering stuff, whatever the case was. Trey comes out and says, listen, Ma, you should have read my tweets. I already said it didn't happen. And then he came with a formal apology, and I'm just like, damn. I'm like, Nicki got you shook like that? And I'm just sitting here, I'm like, yo, there's only two options I feel like that can happen between Nicki and Remy right now. And Nicki can act like this should never happen, like the internet does not exist, we in cyberspace, this is another world. She cannot address it, or she can address it, but she knows she would have to come with hot fire, because I feel like hip-hop wise, or like in the hip-hop community, like if the person Nicki has more to lose in this situation. Not saying Remy's not up there, but Remy's on her way up. Nicki is up already, so I feel like Nicki addressing the situation, she would have way more to lose, and I don't know if that's the best thing for her right now, but at the same time, I do believe Nicki got the bars, but people been sleeping on her because for the past couple of years, she's only been putting out pop music and was paying her rent, which I'm not mad, and there's nothing wrong with pop music, but Remy is coming for the jugular. Like, the shit she said, it hurt my feelings, and so now I know all bets are off, and I don't want it to get there, because that's just gonna make me sad. And I'm like, listen, we don't need to talk about each other like this, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm so giddy inside. Like, when I first heard it, I went on Twitter like that. Like, I was like, Rem, what happened? Girl, the ex. Like, I was so proud because this haven't happened in a long time, and if Nicki's gonna respond, please don't meek it up, because we are gonna look at you like you a clown too, and I don't want that for you. I'm a fan of yours. I'm a fan of Nicki Minaj. I'm a fan of Remy Ma, and I've always been those two people fan. Even though a lot of people say I have to pick a side, I'm not going to, because I support both careers. I buy all their albums, both of their albums. So Remy was gone for a little bit, now she's back, and somebody said that she the queen of rap. She come like, all right, you the queen, I'm gonna battle you for the throne. And that's just all fair in love and war. Another thing that a lot of people were feeling, like the Beehive had me dying the whole time on Twitter. It was like, the queen is pregnant. Please do not drag her into this. We don't need the problems. We already on our radar. That had me weak. And a lot of people were saying that Nicki put up that video, said Beyonce singing like, oh, I guess she's a queen of rap. A lot of people was underlining, I guess is like, you got a 25% chance this is right or wrong. So let's see how that plays out. But I truly feel like, oh, Remy just came so hard. And if the Make Love song was about Remy, oh, Nicki, like, I knew when I heard it, I was just like, no, this is not it. This is not us. Like, I'm like, you beast. Like, why are you playing? You laughing? And then she had to clown it. I'm just like, ugh. But yeah, supposedly on Monday, on the 27th, Remy's gonna drop another diss record. Nicki had her 48 hours of time if she has not dropped the record by then. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I feel like if she doesn't respond, I feel like probably that would be the best thing if she don't feel like if her bars are up to par. But then a lot of people said she's getting a ghostwriter for this, which I'm not mad at. You gotta do what you gotta do. Like I said, all fair is in love and war. So yeah, I really do hope, like, deep down in my heart, I want Nicki to walk away from it, because I feel like just stop. If Make Love was about her, you came for her first, let's just bow out. You're like, you know what, I fucked up, whatever. But if Nicki felt like Make Love was not about Remy, I need her to come out and say, I wasn't even talking about you. But since you want to pull up my name and throw because I feel like if she would have just tweeted like, yo, the song's not even about you, Remy could like relax. I feel like Remy's an upstanding human being. I feel like she would have been like, oh, word, my fault, B. It was a lot of subliminals and it looked like you was talking about me, so I'm here. And a lot of people felt like what Nicki did was whack too. Put up the stats up of Remy and Fat Joe's album that just came out, saying that they flopped or whatever. But we look at you, that's more cowardice in our eyes, in the hip-hop culture's eyes, because like, we're not talking about money right now, we talking about bars. Like, let's be real. Somebody has the nerve to say this is why her and Iggy are on this, Nicki Minaj and Iggy are in the same category, because their bar game is pretty much the same, and that is so hurtful. Like, Nicki is so talented, and I feel like since there's nobody with real talent to be able to challenge her on her level, she's been fake skating. Like, she hasn't been coming as hard as, she hasn't released music in a minute too, like a good banger, like, oh, I'm saying like, ooh. But I don't know, girl, I don't know. This shit got me shook crazy. Like, what is a girl to do? But yes, yeah, let's see where it turns out. Hopefully I have this up by Monday, so if something else happens, I respond to it. And yeah, this, I guess, no, this is, yeah, I don't know. But thanks for coming back to my channel. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe to my video. And if you want to be notified, there's a bell by the subscription button. That'll let you know the next time I put up a video. I do appreciate the love, and thank you guys for having me back. And I'll see you later. Bye.